You know,
he is. There's no question about it. But every time they bring up the best questionable 80s action movie of the '80s, they always bring up Die Hard.
yeah.
What about Rambo, for Christ's sake?
Exactly. Rambo is fucked because Rambo is already a product of the conspiracy theory. You know what I mean? He's already a product of that. So obviously people are gonna jump on him. You know, like Richard Crenna said, he was in that interview on the First Blood. I'm not sure if it was First Blood 1 or 2, or whichever one it was, but he was saying, like, I'm a Rambo defender. If you look up Rambo in the dictionary, it means something like rebellism or whatever.
One-man army.
Yeah. Well, like, even before that, it's like rebellious something, or like person of odd behavior or whatever.
Exactly.
Which is totally not what Rambo is. Rambo's always got the bad rap. No, I'm not saying anything bad against Die Hard, because I love fucking McClane, you know. Like,
me too.
Hello, girls! And, like, I love it, but I gotta give credit. Sly is the one who broke that mold. You know what I mean?
He is. And people don't see that. That's, if you look at these young kids, that's the only old school action franchise they respect, is Die Hard and Bruce Willis. But when it comes to these other guys like Sly and Stallone, they turn away. It pisses me off.
If anything, I would say it's like Stallone and Arnold simultaneously coming up at the same time. You can't put one ahead of the other. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And then you got your Bruce Willis, and then you got like your whoever. You know, there's some exceptions to that rule, but those rules fall under different genres. Like Rambo is really in a class all itself. Mm-hmm. In other words, they would have, in other sense, they would have called it Baker Team. You know, like, you know what I mean? Like, Rambo is in a class all his own, just like Arnold's in a class all his own, just like Bruce, and you know, all those other guys are just like Chuck and Bruce Lee and Bruce Willis and like everybody else are just in their own class. I think the 80s was the last time we actually saw the flamboyantness of he who could bring his own character. I think that's dying out now.
Yeah.
You know.
Hopefully it won't, because I got so many ideas. I want to get to. I got so many ideas I want to add to that. But but Die Hard. Even you can tell that Die Hard was one of those movies inspired by Rambo, like Commando. Even Die Hard was for once was trying to be Commando 2 with Arnold coming back. It was supposed to be like Commando 2.
That's right. It was. Yes, I remember that.
And just like First Blood, Die Hard was based off a book.
Yeah. Yes, that is true.
Nothing lasts forever.
I've always wanted to read that book.
You know what? Since we're on the pop culture thing, we should talk about Die Hard and how it was in the pop culture, even with that book. Definitely. Since it was in, and also when the first Die Hard was being promoted, it was even called Rambo in an office building.
It doesn't surprise me. There was Rambo everything. Rambo mugs, Rambo lunchbox. I'm gonna have a fucking hard time next week when I do my This Time It's Up to You, because you know how many fucking things I gotta go through? I gotta go through, like, even if I spend 3 minutes on each thing, I'm gonna be it's gonna be like a fucking 5-hour broadcast, 6-hour, because there's so many things that franchise brought. Just like Terminator, when fucking, or Ghostbusters, when remember how that fucking exploded? That was I'm gonna be hitting that up this month. Ghostbusters.
Oh man, I love Ghost. I was a Ghostbusters freak like Rambo. I watched the cartoon. That was my favorite cartoon show. I had the action figures. I had everything. Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward for this new movie. I hope they don't fuck it up.
Oh, me too. Me fucking too.
Like, because I notice a lot of people are bashing The Expendables 3 right now.
Really?
In the reviews.
I thought that was like clarified. But I can see where they would be bashing it. But I thought that was clear. I really did think Expendables 3 brought its own shit. You know what I mean? It brought, even though, you know, and I don't think people should shit on it because, you know what, the R-rated version is coming. It's been cemented. It's coming on the Blu-ray version with the DVD included. Fucking R, you're gonna get the other 48 frames. And this is just like, I could understand why, like, honestly, I would love to see, like, a re-release of this, but they've already lost, obviously, enough, but I would love to see this retouched, because it's so good, like, it's so good, like, I would say, like, I had a big problem with, like, a lot of the shit in the movie, like, Hail Caesar's fucking gun that Arnold gets at the in Expendables 2, he uses it in this one, and it's just like, damn, like, I wanted to see those bodies explode, you know, like, turn into sausage, and
yeah,
it wasn't there, but even that, I still thought it was the best, because it leveled out the comedy, like, the comedy is so natural. In the first one, it feels forced. In the second one, it feels kind of okay. In this one, the comedy is spot on. Spot on. You know, it's really realistic. How, like, you and me would talk. You know, so...
yeah.
It's like, you know... And... Damn, like... I don't see why anyone would give it a hard time, except for the blood being not there. But you know what? There's so much awesome stuff that's going on the screen, you don't even notice it. You don't even notice it until you look back. Hold on a second, okay? Hold on.
Sure.
Hold on a second. Oh my god. Fuck. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Yeah, so like, what were we talking about again?
We're talking about Expendables 3.
Yeah. That movie's great. Like, come on, you got this scene where, like, Sly's in the passenger seat, Kelsey Grammer's driving. Kelsey Grammer, beast! And he's Fraser, and he's driving, you know, and he's like, you know, Sly, well, not Sly, Barney, or whatever. He's like, you know, I got a spot on my lung, and I'm trying to make amends with my kids because I'm gonna die. And Barney falls for it. Barney's like, he thinks he's gonna lose his friend, and then Kelsey Grammer's like, no, I'm just fucking with you. You know? But it's so realistic that you think it's actually, like, he's actually telling the truth, you know? They bend that foundation between the realistic comedy and the outro realistic comedy. Especially with Antonio Banderas. I think this is his movie. This is really... Antonio Banderas and Ronda Rousey. I think this is their movie. Really, like... Apart from everybody else, this is the two characters that shine so bright. You know. Beautiful.
And you know what I discovered? I've heard it open with $875,000.
What? Really?
Yeah.
You know, wow. Wow. That's horrible. Well, you know what? C'est la vie, you know. I knew what was going to happen because it happens with all of them. You want to know why? Because like we were getting back to before, people don't know what the fuck they're doing now. Kids growing up today don't know what the fuck they're doing, so... I don't know. We should bring more of that into supporting Rambo.
Absolutely, absolutely. The kids. Well, I'm mentioning the kids don't know what they're doing. Were you talking about because if you say it's become a bigger hit with money because of younger kids?
You know what? I would have assumed so, but obviously, with what you're telling, like with the how much was it? Was it what?
$875,000.
Exactly, exactly. Most of the kids couldn't get out of school today to go. Oh no, there is no school today. What am I talking about? There is no fucking school. Fuck them.
Oh.
Fuck them. Fuck them. That's the big theme of Rambo 3 is, you know what? Fuck them. Fuck them. When I get to the critics episode, you're gonna flip out.
I can't. I would love to be on that show. I want to be on that show.
You're gonna be on.
I want to be on the. Because I got so much to say about critics, man.
Wow.
I can't. Let me. I would love to be part of that show. The critics, it pissed me off. Nowadays, it pissed me off.
I am itching to start RAMBOMANIA season 3. I've been itching for it ever since day one. So it's like. Now that I got the David Morrell thing over with, it's kind of like I'm realizing how much more there is to the years between first Blood Part 2's release and Rambo 3's release. And it's insane how much there is to cover. So I'm probably going to try to do it within like 3 really lengthy episodes. But, wow, I can't wait to get to season 3 because that's just going to open a whole new can of worms. When people see like what we got ready for RAMBOMANIA like season 3, I think even though the trailer's been out since almost we began, like the trailer is really like a long time ago we uploaded the trailer for it, but I really do think that people are gonna flip because there's a lot. Like, we're going to try to do, like, okay, imagine, like, everything that we're going to cover in August. We're going to try to cover 2 times for Rambo 3. Like, we got so much to deal with for Rambo 3. It's insane. I want to keep it on track because I want to get to Rambo 4 by Halloween. Like, that's my big goal. So, it's like, there's a lot. There's a lot, there's like 5 or 6 different versions. No, wait, I can't say 5. Let me try to calculate. 1, 2, 3,